Hey guys, thanks for joining me in this video series on how to get over your ex. So right now, the reason why you're watching this is probably you just got out of a relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend and you're sad. You get all these negative emotions, everything you do, you think about him or her. And that's a really, really tough feeling and you just want to get that away. So in these next few videos, I'm going to show you each stage of what you have to do to get rid of that feeling. And you're going to learn that it's really not that hard. And the reason why it's so hard is because you listen to that mainstream media that tells you, you know what, to get over your ex, you just got to forget about them, they're shit anyway, take their pictures, burn it. Like, you're going to realize the reason why it's hard is because you're making it hard. And first of all, I was going to do this video in my room. I was like, hey, this is a lot better. I came out, I know this is like not the best scenery, but here where I live, it's not really in the city, it's not really like a country either. I just found a random field. This is the most nature you can get where I'm living. So I hope you appreciate what I've done. I walked all the way here just to make this video for you. And it actually started to rain a bit earlier, so I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to do this in my car. But then it stopped raining, and I was like, yes. Yeah, so I know you don't want to hear me talk about this, but you know, everything is important. You have to realize, everything is important in this life. So step one, before you might be really, really, really sad, you must be really sad. If you're not sad, then there's something wrong with you, okay? Like, if you're one of those people that are not emotional at all, you should be even more sad. You know why? It's because 99.9% of the people in your life, you don't show their emotion, and that one person you confide in, that one person you fell in love with, that person will experience 100% of emotion. So you should be even more emotional if you're less emotional, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but it does. Before I bombard you with like what qualifications I have, show you my psychology degree, blah, 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 I just want to let you know that even though, like, the psychology, all 4 years of learning psychology, does that really have anything to do with what I'm talking about right now? No, not really. I mean, it sets a basis for my interest in how people communicate with each other and how psychology works, but that, I'm not talking about direct knowledge. I'm giving you advice from many different sources that I've been listening to over the past 5 years. I've been really into psychology, not just psychology, but in dating, in relationships, stuff like that. And, you know, I mean, for some reason, girls always break up with me, so I have my own personal experience with dealing with breakups as well. And it does hurt a bit more if you're not the person initiating the breakup. I have this thing where I'm not that great at initiating breakups. Like, I tend to stay in a bad relationship even when it's shitty. But, so I have enough experience of getting broken up with, and I've been through all those sad stages. Actually, I just got out of a relationship a month ago, and I actually planned on making this video ahead of, like, half a year ago, but what the fuck? I swear a bird just pooped on me or something. Oh well, life goes on. Or maybe it's starting to rain again. Who knows? Okay, it's starting to rain again. Okay, whatever. I'm going to continue this video until it starts pouring, and then maybe I will do the rest in the car or whatever. So right now, you're probably really, really sad. You have these negative emotions. You're just like, you know what, I just want to forget my ex. But you know, that's good. That is step one. Stage one is to allow yourself, because in modern society nowadays, especially if you watch all that shitty drama or like soap operas, episodes, whatever you call it, I don't know what you guys watch. All I watch is like Vampire Diaries and documentaries, but don't laugh at me for that. It's a great show, by the way. I love science, sci-fi, and Vampire Diaries, it just has everything. So yeah, the shows these days, the media we're surrounded with, I see girls in shows after they get through a breakup, her girlfriends say like, forget about him, he's a douchebag, just you'll find someone else or whatever. Don't cry about him. He's not worth it to cry about. Blah blah blah. But that's actually not true. I mean, think about this. You were in a relationship. You gave it your all. You're vulnerable. You can rationalize, you can repress it, you can say that, you know what, he or she was shit anyway, but don't. Just trust me on this, just don't. Accept that it was great, and allow yourself the freedom to cry. Allow yourself the freedom to let go of all this emotion, all that repressed inside you. Spend a whole afternoon crying, spend a whole day crying, spend a whole week crying. Maybe like a month is kind of bad, but like if that's you, everyone's different. Just allow yourself to do that. And when you can allow yourself to be true with your emotions and let all that emotion go, that's when you're ready for the next step, because sometimes that's very important. In one sense, you have to push yourself to go out. You know how people say when you've been through a bad breakup or even a good breakup, like good breakups are not good, but like when you go through a breakup, just push yourself to eat, push yourself to go out. That is true to some extent, but I believe that you should spend a little bit of time letting your emotions go, allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to feel sad. Like stay in your bed for a day, 2 days, a week, a month is sort of, well, not that healthy, because I think at that point you're just not, it's more like depression at that point. So just allow your emotions to go, to cry, and then join me for stage 2 of the process. And I mean, you could read ahead, you could listen ahead if you want to, but I mean, the videos are not going to go anywhere unless something happens. I don't know, YouTube shuts down, I get banned for, I don't know, showing my butt, I have no idea. But odds are the video will still be here. Just spend that extra day, 2 days, let your emotions go, and join me for the next video, stage 2.